Hi, did you ever ask yourself how often do you choose for yourself or your mind make the choices? Do you take decisions for yourself or your mental patterns make the decisions for you? These questions we are discussing with Gabriel Manolache, life and spiritual coach. Hello, Gabriel.
Hello, Alexandru. Hello, everybody.
What does it mean to have a mental pattern, and how this influence our lives?
Mental pattern. It's a way of our mind reacting to the external factors. As I said, our mind reacting, not acting, because it's a known way for our minds, and our mind have tendency to repeat the same action, same reaction after a while, every time when we are confronting with similar or identical situations, events, even beings in our lives.
How are these patterns created? What is at the origin of these patterns? How they end up in our mind?
For a first look to this question, we tend to respond that our patterns are originated in the repetition, isn't it?
Yes.
We think that by repetition of some kind of actions, we fix a pattern. But it's not so. This is not so.
Is vice versa?
No. Is the action, in fact, the origin of pattern. Let's think in this way. The pattern, it's an effect of a repetition or an effect of an action. What is the repetition? The repetition is the repetition of certain actions, isn't it? So, the origin of the patterns can be the repetitions, should be the actions which we repeated sometimes. So, if the pattern are only effects, and they are for sure, the origin of patterns are our actions, all our actions, not some actions about we think are most important, most effectiveness, or most bigger. No, all our actions, even our small actions.
Because if we look at our lives, they are composed of very small actions that most of the time we repeat.
Yes. What we experience as life, what we call as life, it's in fact the effect, cumulative effect of our actions which we are committed till now.
And these mental patterns, the more we use, the more energy and power we give them, like a ball of snow that
a pattern
is growing
in energy, is growing in force by a few things. First, it's repetition. If we repeat the same action, the pattern which we created will be stronger. The second, it's our feelings when we act. If we are acting with anger, let's say, a strong anger, the pattern will be stronger. If we act with silence, with peace, the pattern will be a little bit smaller. So we can say also that pattern can become stronger by keeping them long time in our subconsciousness mind. If they are staying long there, they are accumulating more energy and they become more stronger.
How can we choose mental patterns that are not useful or beneficial for us?
In fact, the ancient wise scripture said we can't choose. All our lives, it's a result of our patterns. It's not very easy to overcome our patterns because it's the only way through we acting till today. And if we choose to overcome them, we have to understand a very important thing. It will be a long process.
We cannot confront them directly and just destroy them.
No, it's not good at all. What you persist to resist. It's not good to have a war with our patterns. Let's say a war. No, we have to, first of all, we have to become aware about our patterns.
And become observer of these patterns?
Yes, it's better to become aware, to become to very sincere person, sincere with us, with ourselves, and to look in a peaceful manner to our patterns, not to fight with them. This is the first step.
To accept them. To notice them, accept them.
The second is to accept. First is to observe. To observe, to see inside our mind that we have patterns. Then to accept that we have, and to not judge yourself for this. Only you have. It's natural in this society, in our times. Then you have to start a whole process of inner transformation. You need
building a new way.
A new way of life. You need you need a master. I think it's beneficial. You need to study
and you
all
need to
scriptures
be
which are detailed in this.
You need to be present and react in a fresh manner to everything that happens to you, not through a mental pattern.
But also to become aware, it's a process. For start, you are not aware at all. That's why you need a master, you need to study, you need to learn meditation, to train your mind, in fact, to keep your attention under your control. As I said, many things implied in this process, and more important, you need to be engaged in a long time effort. You need perseverance, daily dedication.
Thank you very much, Gabriel.
Thank you too.
Thank you.